Hi, so we're gonna make some baby back ribs today. So to prepare the ribs, I'm gonna wash the ribs, and then we're gonna put yellow mustard as the binder, and we'll put the AP seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic, I think onion powder. And then we'll use the barbecue rub from Killer Hogs Barbecue, and then I also like to use the honey rib rub from Recteq grills. Then we're gonna cook them in the 3-2-1 method. So we're gonna put them on the grill smoke them for 3 hours. Then we're gonna take them off and wrap them and use some of the little hot sauce, some honey, some apple cider vinegar, maybe some apple juice and some brown sugar. And then we'll put them on for 2 more hours. And then we're gonna take them out. We'll take them out of the wrap and then put them back on for 1 hour to finish up using the Stubbs Sticky Sweet Barbecue Sauce. I think I had that in the wrap at the same time. And that's the start. We'll come back to you later as we start getting them ready. So, first thing you have to do to prepare the ribs is you got to get the silver skin off. And the easiest way to do that is to run like a butter knife. Don't try and tear it too much. Just get it to where it's loose enough. And then if you can get a paper towel and just grab a hold of it and get a hold of it, it will end up taking the silver skin off. I did it on the other one already and it came off in one big, this one's not coming up in a big one, but that's okay. But you got to take this silver skin off, which is this little membrane between the ribs. You can see this one, I already taken it off. If that membrane's there, the rub and other stuff can't get down into the meat of the ribs. And so that's why we take it off. So, to do a binder on the ribs so that the seasoning sticks, and also because of the vinegar in it helps break down the meat. A lot of people use mustard. I've seen people use other stuff, but just this simple yellow mustard is probably one of the most common I've seen on other videos and other people. I also went to a school with Recteq grills. Their little cooking academy, their first one they did in 2018, I think it was. Yeah. And they actually also do that this way, and they teach that, and their pit masters teach it. Basically, I'm going to slather both sides with mustard, and then I'm going to come through and put on all these rubs here. And I know it looks like a lot, and the people who don't like mustard, you never taste any of the mustard at all when it cooks. Which is, I always thought this was weird because I like mustard on like hot dogs and hamburgers, but I'd never really thought about this. But on pulled pork, on all pork pretty much, I always use mustard as a binder. I don't do it on beef, but I do on all this. So now that this is there, now I'll just do the back sides first. I'm gonna take this hand off because I did the rubbing with it. Right, you want to use it to do the shake. So this is an AP seasoning, all-purpose seasoning from Killer Hogs Barbecue. It's salt, pepper, onions, powder, I think, a garlic powder.
Sponsor.
And his YouTubes and Facebooks are some of the best things that I've used to learn how to do smoking and cooking on the grills. And this is his Killer Hogs just normal barbecue. He also has a hot barbecue rub, which I actually like too, but sometimes that gets a little spicy for other people. If it's just for me, I probably would use the hot barbecue rub. And then from Recteq, they actually have this honey rib rub, which got a little more sugar in it. But man, it adds some flavor to ribs. So I kind of add that on here. And now I'm going to just kind of rub this in. And I know you don't really eat the backs of them, the bones so much, but you have to add it. And it adds a lot of flavor into the ribs as they smoke. Now I'm going to basically do the same thing on this side. And start with the AP seasoning. And then go to the other one. This one's got a big meaty, these ribs on this one are going to be huge. I trimmed this ribs up a little bit. There was a little bit of extra stuff on the sides. I trimmed them up a little bit, but I'm not competition. I'm not trying to fancy somebody in a restaurant. So I don't really care. It's all meat to me, so I'm just gonna eat it. So I didn't trim too much. And we'll add more, when we pull it out to wrap and at the 3 hour mark, we will add a little more barbecue rub at that time as well.
I want to put a separate reel or video on your, like, talking about Recteq and so on, so
We will.
maybe they will see it.
Well, I can share the videos on the Recteq forums too, which is what I will probably do. The other thing. And that's pretty much it. I'm gonna wrap this with saran wrap and put them in the fridge until we start. We're gonna take the dog and the baby to the park, and so we'll put these on a little later. And as I said, they take. Hi, so we're back with Cooking with the Cooksons. I'm Marty. I've got my barbecue shirt on. It's kind of naughty. I've got my Recteq Bullseye up to like 225. I'm gonna start these ribs out, and they're gonna go for 3 hours at 225. Then I'm gonna wrap them, and so we'll come back and film again when I wrap them. But I'm just gonna put them right on. I washed my hands. I ran out of my gloves, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So I'm just putting them right in the middle. Look at the size of the thickness on this one. These things are huge. And that's it. Now we're gonna let them sit and smoke for the next several hours, like we said. And now we clean up the mess from when we created these, and we don't have anything else to do for 3 hours. So time to take a nap. Hey, so we pulled the ribs off after about 3 hours. So now they're ready to be wrapped. That'll actually get them to really cook and get really tender like everybody normally does. So what I like to do, and I've kind of seen this from people online and stuff too, is you put brown sugar down, then you come across with the brown sugar and you put honey. I know there's a lot of sugar, it seems like, but... And then I'm gonna put a little bit of barbecue sauce as well here. Some people don't, some people do. Some people also put hot sauce on. I'll probably do that on the other one, or I'll do it on the first one here. I don't want to have the hot sauce on the one for my daughter, but I'm just gonna use some Tapatio, just a little hot sauce, just adds a little bit of kick with it, not a lot. It's pretty mild by the time they're done. And I'm gonna add a little bit more of the rub as well. And I'm gonna put a little bit of butter underneath of it too. I didn't get that out yet, but I'm gonna do that in a second. Then you bring this over, you put it down like that, and then we're gonna put a little bit of more stuff on top here. Mostly just gonna put a little bit more of the rub. We'll put a little bit of butter up here. And I'm gonna just put a little bit more sauce on this side too. You don't really need it, I don't think, but I like it, so. And then you just wrap it up and you seal it really tight. I'm still gonna add some butter to it because they always say to add fat. I'm not gonna put more hot sauce on it. And so basically the easiest thing is you put the sides up like this. And you take the other side. Getting two, not all three. Yeah, I want to use two of them at the same time. And you bring them over like this. I gotta get this other second one here. So you do this one like this. And then you bring the other one up like this. And then you fold it over like this, and you fold it over like this. What that means is now, if you need to get back into it to check it, you can just unfold it, and you're back in. I'm gonna do these both like that. We'll put them back on the grill, and we'll see everybody back in about 2 hours. Okay. So I've got them pulled off of the grill after the 2 hour portion. Now I'm gonna try to put them on this rack because it'll help drain the stuff. And I'm gonna put them down, bone side down. Sorry, I'm making a little mess here.
Can I put that in my rice?
You probably could. You could probably put that on rice. I'm gonna put that one there. Now I'm gonna get the other one. And if you want to save this, you can. We'll just put it in here. Fat and the rendered fat and the juices and stuff. So it probably tastes pretty good. So you can see the bones coming off a little bit. It's coming across out from the bones. See how like right here where it's coming across away from the bones. That means it's. And they also using the probe thermometer. They're all sitting at about 202, 203, 200, and 201. And so I'm just gonna drape it over here this way. It's got a lot of sauce still kind of on these. So I'm just gonna put. Oh man, sorry. These things are we're sticking together. They're hot. I usually have some of those black gloves and a special glove underneath, but I'm out of the gloves that fit me, so I'm stuck with tongs. Okay. So I'm just gonna get some more sauce on top of them, and then we're gonna go back onto the grill, and that's gonna give them just a nice final glaze, and that'll be the final bit of the cook. I mean, a lot of times people also, when they're doing this, will add a little bit more of the rub, but I think I'm pretty good. I'm just getting this barbecue sauce on here. These look really good. They smell really good. You probably could eat them almost right now, but yeah. I want to put them back on there for 30 minutes at least. But sometimes they're done in 30 minutes, sometimes 45 to an hour. But I turn the heat up just a little bit so it cooks a little bit faster instead of the times that we normally do. But okay, so that's it. And now I'm just gonna go put them back on the grill. I'm gonna leave them bone side down on the grill, so this top part will actually kind of firm up and caramelize on the top. So, and that's basically what we're doing. The rack makes this a lot easier to get them out. They're pretty much done. I'll turn this up a little bit. Like some kind of an apron or a hat or shirt or something, or an apron and a shirt or something that says "Cooking for the Cooksons" and maybe a little sign or something too. So. Looks like it had a weight, but drain this up here. What were you asking me when you were in there? You asked me something. The smaller one is the one I put a little more hot sauce on. And put it over here first. And I'm just gonna I like that because I'm probably not gonna need to eat them all right now. I'm just gonna kind of come right in the middle and kind of cut them in half. And you should be able to see a smoke ring. You can see where it goes, kind of the pinkish or whatever. That's a smoke ring. So. And then I just go right along the bones and kind of, let me get my tongue so I don't burn my hands again. And maybe I'll just kind of do them a little bit like this, and maybe I'll grab 2 bones at a time. And this one's going to be, these are a little bigger, so I'm going to do these individually. These are the ones that are have the hot sauce on them though, so they're a little spicier. And that's basically the ribs. And now